So at the end of the day, I've been pretty vocal on this Syria situation. I'm generally under the belief that it's a false flag. Assad gassing his own civilians really doesn't make much sense to me. Now, so why am I talking about this again? Because I saw this video last night. Now, I have reposted the original video to Gab. A lot of people have seen it, and a lot of people having an interest in it. I want to set the record straight. I'm not saying this video is legit, but it is definitely, quote, interesting. So, the only people really I can find talking about it is the Sun. Now, they are claiming it is fake news. They're claiming that it was Russian TV that's put it out, which it is true, of course. But let's go through, quote, this article, and then we'll play the original video that I showed. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Russian TV claims Syria chemical attack boy, 11, filmed being doused with water, was tricked into taking part in return for biscuits. So Hassan Diab claimed a group of unknown people told him and his mum to run into a hospital where they were left with other patients. A boy who was filmed being hosed down with water in a distressing Syrian chemical attack video told Russian state TV civilians were bribed with food to help stage the footage. Now, when it comes to the White Hats and staging footage, we have had a history of this in the past. This video, for example. So, at the end of the day, that isn't out of the possibility of not actually true. That could be entirely what actually has happened. And interesting thing is that this article here hasn't actually offered any counter evidence to counter the claims. They're just trying to label it as fake news. But let's keep going. Hassan Diab, I might be mispronouncing, 11, claimed he was tricked into taking part while his father and other hungry patients were given dates, biscuits, and rice. So they're basically claiming they went through and did this for food. After a deadly cocktail of chlorine and apparent sarin gas was dropped in the besieged town of Dogma, emerging pictures showed kids frothing at the mouth. Now, just on that is an alleged chlorine attack, okay? We still do not have proof that it actually happened, except for witness statements that are from the white helmets. And yeah, that's... we got footage, videos, and witness statements from the white helmets. That is it. A group that is linked to ISIS. You know, credibility. But yeah, moving on. But in the wake of the attack, a nervous-looking Assad told Russian state media he heard loud shouts on the street urging people to rush to hospitals. Speaking to state-run Rossian, I might be mispronouncing, 24, he said, quote, "We were in the basement. Mum told me that today we didn't have anything to eat and that we will eat tomorrow. Quote, we heard a cry outside calling, 'Go to hospital.' We ran to the hospital and as soon as I entered, they grabbed me and started pouring water on me." As for the whole him looking nervous thing, it could be the fact that they did actually fake it and that he's speaking out against it and he's worried of a reprisal from the White Hats. So him being nervous doesn't really sway it either way. His father, Omar, said the report by well-known Russian war correspondent Yevgeny Padadini, I'm getting those names wrong, and that he was at work when he was told his son was in hospital. Omar added, quote, "I entered the hospital and saw my family. There were no chemical weapons. I smoke outside and I felt nothing." Militants gave them dates, biscuits and rice for participating in the film and released everyone to their homes. Moscow insists there were no chemical attacks on Dogma and that Western-backed NGO White Helmets staged the footage. which we've already shown they have done in the past. So, yeah. The channel interviewed the doctor who claimed no patient showed signs of impact of chemical weapons. He told Sputnik, quote, all doctors are busy taking care of them and didn't have time to react to the White Helmets film crew. The White Helmets in Syrian NGO financed by several Western countries, which is associated with staging and filming false flag chemical attacks. Like I said, we've already shown that twice now. Yeah. Meanwhile, state-owned Rosneft 1 seized on comments on the BBC by Lord West from First Sea Lord and security advisor to ex-Premier Gordon Brown. He questioned evidence in the Dogma chemical attack that was challenged by the presenter Anita McVeigh. He must be muddying the waters at the time when Britain is an information war with Russia. To that point, I find that completely disingenuous. I'm sorry, but you're allowed to ask questions. Okay? We don't live in authoritarian just yet. And I'm sorry, if you have a problem with people asking questions and asking for proof, that is alarming. That really is alarming. And this is why I have a problem with this Syrian attack, due to the fact that a lot of people are just, the people that do believe anyway, are just taking the word of the White Helmets. Even France has come out and said, yes, we have seen proof of this attack. And when they showed the proof, it was basically they went through and they looked at video footage, photos, and eyewitness statements. That's it. In this day and age, you can use deep fakes to put anybody's head on anybody's body. Okay? I'm sorry. Technology, video evidence is not good enough for a gas attack. If you want to know if there was a chemical weapons or a gas attack, you do your own research. You send an independent body to the area to investigate. You don't sit there and look at videos on YouTube. But anyway. Moscow reports edited out Lord West calling out Syrian leader Bashar al-Assad a loathsome man and appears discriminal as nonsense, as Russian claims of British involvement in the Dogma incident. And yeah, we know RT, Russia, we know they're biased, okay? It's state-run media. It's like the SBS over here in Australia. Doesn't mean it's not true. Just means you take it with a grain of salt. And at the end of the day, I personally think that Bashar al-Assad is a loathsome man when it comes to some of the stuff that he's done. However, does not mean I believe the chemical weapons attack story. So those two things are not mutually exclusive. But let's keep going. They ignored his words that Russia's lie as a matter of policy. I think all governments lie as a matter of policy, to be honest. Sorry, had a bit of a sore throat there. This comes as broadcasting regulators of COM launched several investigations into the impartiality of Russian state-financed news channel RT in the wake of the Salisbury nerve agent attack. Yeah, don't even get me started on that, because other people are starting to question that too. That could be a very sore point, and you want to keep bringing that up. Off-claim claims to have found 7 programs in which balance of views may not have been represented, potentially breaching the broadcaster's code, according to reports. You went through and found 7 programs in which a state-run media is not non-partial. Wow, interesting. Who would have thought? What does that have to do with the chemical weapons attack in Syria or in the UK? Absolutely nothing. Anyway, moving along. Harrowing footage showed kids foaming at the mouth after deadly cocktail of chlorine and apparent sarin gas was dropped on the rebel-held town of April 7, 2018. Alleged chlorine and sarin gas. the UK, US, French launched joint airstrikes in retaliation to the chemical warfare atrocities against civilians. Now, at the end of the day, we do actually have the original video, and we will play that for you now, and then we'll do the wrap up. So stay tuned.
كنا بلعب وقالت أمي هلا ما في أكل لبكرة إجوا ما لنا غير عمايته برا يعني نروح على النقطة رغري رحنا على النقطة ما لقيت غير زلمتنا والني كنت عليه ماي.
Мы показали Хасану ролик, который демонстрировали все мировые СМИ. Он быстро узнал себя. Отец мальчика Амар говорит, боевики ничего не объяснили ребенку, просто кричали на улице, звали всех прийти на точку. Так в Думе называли.
Okay, so you do see the original video there. And I must admit, it is interesting. I am interested to actually find out about this. You know, at the end of the day, was food given out at this time? We do have white helmets that have a history of faking this stuff in the past. Video here. I don't know how many times I have to show this before people get the idea. They have faked things in the past. That this damages credibility when you fake things in the past. Like... Not to mention they're financed by the UK and the US, which is 2 out of the 3 countries that led the airstrikes. But, guys, this is where I want you to jump in. Let me know. Do you believe this boy's story, or do you believe the sarin gas story? Let me know why, and let's have a debate about it. And I promise I will monitor comments on this one. But at the very least, let me know what you think. Do you think that this kid is telling the truth? Do you think that this sarin gas was faked and that this footage of the boy coming out and admitting it is credible? Do you think he might have been bribed? Do you think he might have been held hostage and made to tell this story? I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great day and enjoy.